Okay, so this I actually tried. We are using SQLite. I actually tried to like get the entity relationship diagram for the database, but everything that I've been trying requires me to like download additional software. So I was looking like for an online solution to it, but I could not get it. If actually we had an ARD, it will be better for us to visualize how the tables are connected. Like for example, this order table now, we have order ID, transaction ID, product ID, price and quantity. And this transaction ID is the primary table in this transaction table. This transaction table is now also linked to another table. That's the customer table. That's why you see customer ID here. And then we have the customer table that has customer ID and country. And also the products um, table is linked to the orders table. So I was trying to get the ARD, but I hope we'll be able to visualize it that we have four tables here. So let me just do annotation. So we have four tables. So we have the orders table, we have the transaction table, we have the product table, and we also have the customers table. So the transaction table is connected to the orders table. The product table is connected to the orders table also, and the customers table is now connected to the transaction table. So we can see this how they are connected, so that we'll be able to write the queries properly. And the first question we have that we need to answer, if you go to the link to the data set. Sorry, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yes, I've been the only one talking. So if you go to the link to the data set, the sales trend over the month, what are the most frequently purchased products, how many products does the customer purchase in each transaction. So this first question that we have here, how was the sales trend over the month? So in order to answer that, oh, I think I've answered it earlier. So we have what we are going to be needing is actually new, like how much was made and the date,
Yes.
right? So the date is in which table? The date is
Dating
in
from transaction.
transaction table. And the revenue, we can get the revenue from price times quantity, and that's
Right.
in the others table,
Okay.
right? So that's why I said the SQL query is select t dot date. So I'm using t as alias for transaction table. So select t dot date comma o dot price. O is the alias for the others table. O dot price times o dot quantity, all divided by 1,000,000. This is actually 1,000,000 here, as revenue in millions. So from orders, o inner join transaction t on o dot transaction id is equals to t dot transaction id. So I'm supposed to put semicolon at the end of every transaction. So do you get this query? Like,
Yes.
how the query works, Abby?
But I want to ask a question.
Yes, yes.
At the beginning, t dot date. That particular expression is going to print out the whole date. Can
The
you hear me?
date. Yes.
How are you going to um trim out the month from the date? Because that is where I have issue.
Oh, okay, okay. Okay, actually, this trimming out months from days, I can actually doing it within SQL, or I can bring it out to pandas and then do the aggregation in pandas. There are two ways to it. So the first one is that I will aggregate it within my query. The second one is that I will aggregate it after getting the output from my query. So it is the second method that I used here. So I just got the date
Like creating
and the
CTE,
revenue.
abi?
Eh?
Like CTE.
Yes. No, I think a simple group by can do the work. Can do the work. Yes.
Okay.
Wait, let's first check this one first. Then we are now going to do everything from the query. Let's first check how this one work first. So let me run this code first. And then let's check the pandas data frame that we are going to get. Okay, so this is the set strength, each date and how much was made on that day in millions. So this is going to be like, and there's not any aggregation here. So what I did here was that the data frame and then dot group by. This group by, it's also, we also have it in SQL.
Yes.
So I may have done it within my query, but I don't know why I actually did it after querying it here. I don't know why. But both ways are actually possible. So you can choose any way to do it. So group by b pd dot group. The date was like in year, month, and day.
Day.
Yes, in order to split them by month. So I use this pandas grouper. This is like a function for us to split the dates by month. So I said the key is date, frequency is ME. ME means by month, and then dot sum. So what it means that if we split the data into each month, we are going to get the data that fall into each month and then get the sum of all those data, of all those revenue for that month. Okay. And then dot plot kind is equals to line, because I want to create a line plot, and then all these are like mass plots lib, to add annotations to our plots. And that's how we got the revenue per month here. But do you get this group by method, right? Do you get it, the aspects?
Yes, yes, I understand that. But there's actually group by in SQL also.
SQL also, yes.
I
So
sent something to your email.
yeah,
Can you check it?
so
I sent something to your email. Can you check it?
my email. Wow, you know my email. Wow. Okay.
Yes.
So is a Python. I don't think I can open Python file now. But let me download it now. Okay, I'm downloading it.
Okay.
Okay. Another way to like do the group by in is to use to do it within our query. But one thing we need to do within our query is how to split it by month. So let's first check that. Split dates by month. I don't think I've actually done this before, or I've actually forgotten. 2008. So date part year, my date. For my date part month, my date. I don't think this will work. I don't think this will work. I think I will need to go and check how to do it in like I think I'll go and need to go and check how to split our dates. The reason why I said it will not work is that if you check our data here, we have December 2018 and we also have December 2019. If we split it by the month, this splitting that they have here is going only going to bring out the month. So it's going to consider this
Okay.
November and this December the same. So that may not work. But I think I'll still check more on it, how to go about it. But if you just have data for a year, you can easily do this year, this split here. You can easily do it here. Okay, okay, let me check what you think. Okay, question. What part do you say that I should check, Salah?
Go up.
Okay, yeah, this is it.
Question 1.
Question one. Okay. How was the sales trend over the months? One sell magic. Oh, what, like you are using
No,
Python
I,
this thing.
yo, I no, I used Jupyter notebook. Oh, sorry.
Say you
I
do not
think that was a mistake. I wanted to send another folder. Sorry.
okay.
Let
So
me resend it.
okay,
Continue with what you are doing. I will resend it.
okay. So let's go to the next question. So question number two is, what are the most frequently purchased products? What are the most frequently purchased products? So how do we determine the most frequently purchased products? Please, how do we determine the most, like, the most frequently. So how do we determine the most recently purchased products? You know, is it like the product that brought in more revenues, or the product that was bought most times, or the product that was bought the most number of days? Which of them?
That should be based on quantity,
Based on quantity,
right?
right? Okay, but me, I think I have, yeah,
Is it not product bought most frequently?
because that's what me too I'm thinking. Because yeah, the frequency, I think what we will need to take into consideration here is actually the frequency, not the quantity or the price or the revenue. Because if you check the questions that we are answering, there's actually another question that identify top 20 products by quantity and then top 20 products by revenue. You can see that they're actually different questions. So yeah, the most bought product, frequently bought product, is the product that has the highest number of frequency. Like, it appears most times on our orders. Like, is it most times on our order, or it was bought most days?
Means that we need to do a count of all those products, right? The one that has the highest range,
Yes, yes, yes,
the
yes.
one that has the highest mode, rather.
Yes, the one that appears most. Wait, is it the one that appears most, or the ones that was bought in most days? Ah,
We are still saying the same thing now.
no, no. Okay, what do you say?
What I'm trying to say is that we should do a count of those products.
Yes,
The one that has the highest mode. You understand? We
yes,
are still
yes,
saying the
the
same thing
one
with
with
what
the
you
most.
said now.
Okay, okay, okay. So let's choose the number of products to display. Let's choose the number 10 or 20.
20 is okay.
Let's choose
Or 10. 10.
20. Okay, 10. So let's write our query. Is it complete six? One, two, three, six. One, two, three, four, five, six. Eight complete. So let's write our query. So select. What are the things we need to select? We want to select the product, right? And the
Yeah.
number of times it appears.
Product name. Product name from product table.
Okay, product name.
Product name.
Okay.
Is not count of. Are we not counting this one?
Yes, I think it's you are counting, yes.
Count.
And the count of each product, right?
Yes.
And then count product product name. Okay. And then from which table?
From
From
the product table.
wait, you know that first, let's wait first. You know what we want to do is the orders that we have, product table just contain each product once with the name. But what
Yes.
if,
So we need to go back to order also.
yes, we need to first bring orders and then we will now join it with the product name.
Yes.
So
Okay.
put orders as product name repeated multiple times. For example now, I can buy an handkerchief multiple times, multiple days.
What of transaction?
Yeah, transaction also has it multiple in multiple ways. But you know that the table that has most number of entries is orders, because
Yes.
a product
Yes.
can appear more than once in a single transaction, and on a single transaction there are at least one there are most of transaction have more than one orders there. So the one that has most number of entries is the orders table. You get it, abi?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's start from orders table. Orders, let's give orders alias o.
Oh.
Yeah,
So which join are we using for this? Is it a left join or just
Just normal inner
let's
join.
use normal
natural?
join. Let's just use join.
Okay.
We are going to give the constraints. I think normal join should work.
Yes. Product.
Okay. Product, right?
Yes.
Product p, and then the constraint on
On
o dot
product ID.
product
It's
id.
not product ID.
Yes,
Okay.
yes. Product id is equal to
Is equals to P product ID.
p dot product id. So, and the next thing we want to do is that we want to group it by product name, right?
Okay.
Anytime we are doing
Group by
aggregation, you have to group it by something, probably product name. For each product name, we want to get the count,
yes.
right? So we are going to use group by. So group by, that is p dot product name.
Product name.
And we want to order it. We are looking for the top products. We have to order it from the
Yes.
highest to the lowest and then pick the top 10 or the top any number that we want. Okay. And then
Order by
order by. What are we ordering it by?
product ID.
No, no, it's the count. Count now. It is the
Okay,
count.
Order
count.
by count.
Yes, yes. Let's even give this count a name.
Give the alias now.
Yes, yes. What should we give it? Count of product name. Product name. Um, maybe numbers but let's call it numbers but. So for each product we know that numbers but. You can see that once I'm using like an alias that is more than one word, I'm enclosing it in like quotation mark.
Identity.
Yes, parenthesis. No, quotation mark.
I thought it won't work like that because it's not supposed to be having space.
Know that I enclose it in parenthesis now, so it's going to consider it as one.
Okay.
So that's the way it can work. If I did not enclose it in parenthesis, I'm going to have error.
Okay.
So order by numbers but, order by numbers but, and then the limit. How many do you want to get?
And you're supposed to put descending in that one, no?
Yes.
In the number box.
Okay, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes.
Thank you. So limit. So we've already defined it at the top.
And
Yes. Limit number of products, but
number of
number of products.
products.
Yes. Number of products. Number of products. So another thing that I think we should do is that you know that some products, some transactions were cancelled.
Yeah.
Yes.
So we should not
So
include any
before all the book by order by, we can put where clause there to filter it out.
yes, but before we can put where we know we have to join the transaction table.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So I need to copy this part. So join transactions T on T dot transaction ID is equal to O dot O dot transaction ID, and then before we use group by,
Before book by,
that's where oh okay. So where um T dot
T dot is cancel
yes
Transaction ID.
T dot is cancelled.
is equal to 0.
Okay.
So is that what you named the
Capital letter
is cancelled?
Yes,
Is that what you named the
capital letter C.
yes, this it is cancelled.
okay,
So
okay, it's
if it is
cancelled.
not
Okay.
cancelled, it will be zero. If it is cancelled, it will be one.
Okay. Okay.
Yes, capital letter C, I corrected it. And the way we usually like okay, so the way we usually like structure our data this thing, I sent one this thing to the group chat that how to,
Yes, I saw it.
they wrote the structure there,
Yeah.
select from where good by having and then other by. Then the last one is not limit. By the end of this project, we should now be like Google in like we should now become Google in querying database. So with SQ like three dots. What did I put here? Sorry, let me just copy it. So here now we are using pandas to query the database. So yeah, let me name the data frame product underscore frequency pd.read SQL query, and then is there any date we need to pass? No, no. Another thing I want to do is that I want to set this my product name as the index column. So product name. I'm still going to show where I'm setting it as my index column. So I just want to set it as my index column.
Okay.
I have an error. Unrecognized token. Where is that? Oh, sorry. There should this F string. I should put F in front. T dot. Hey, I made a mistake. T dot transaction ID. Okay, I think it has worked now. So let's check our data frame. So we have just 10 products. You see that product's name is now the index and the numbers bought is now our values now. So the number of times that this product was bought. So the next thing I need to do is like to plot.
Please, I have a question.
Yes,
Please just go up a bit. That is cancelled. I thought it's supposed to be is equals to one. The one that is not the one is for the one that is cancelled or the
yes,
one that is not
yes.
cancelled.
So one is when
Zero
the order
is
is
for the one
cancelled.
that is not cancelled. One is the one that is cancelled.
Okay, one is the one cancelled. All right. Okay. Okay. Okay.
So you get it now, right?
Yes. Yes, I get that part.
Okay. So yeah, now the next thing is like to plot it. And the way I want to plot it is I want to use horizontal bar chart. That's what I want to use to plot it. So I'll just see dot plot kind is equals to bar e should be bar h, and then the title is equals to f2 top the number we defined earlier, top number of products. Most frequently bought products. This thing is too long, so let me split it into different lines.
Yes. The beginning where you wrote kind, is it not by you wanted to write?
No, no, horizontal bar chart. No, bar is
Okay.
vertical bar chart. No, the names are long. If I use horizontal
Okay.
bar chart, like it will not be shown properly.
Okay. Okay.
That's why I use horizontal bar chart. So let's view it. So this is it. But yeah, we see
Okay.
that we want it to be like the one with the most frequency should be at the top, right?
Yes.
So we can just the data frame we pass, we can just reverse it -1. So we can say like this: top 10 most frequently bought products. And if I use bar, let me use bar now.
Mm.
You see that the names are like it's hard to read. So
Yes.
that's why I'm using horizontal bar chart.
Okay, so that's how to show horizontal, right? By H.
Yes, yes, yes.
Okay.
And another thing is this product name. I want to redefine it. So I can just redefine it as y label is equal to product name, so that there will be space there. No one is now. Oh, sorry, comma. Okay, so this is it. So we are done with question number one like this. Okay, and Salah, you said you were having question with number one. So, what's the issue you were having with it?
Oh, please give me a minute.
Okay,
I'm actually a bit. I haven't
Okay.
finished
What I,
this.
what I wanted to ask is that
yes.
although you have explained it, I was actually trying to trim months from from the date.
Okay,
You understand?
yes,
But
yes.
the function, all the window function that I even use that date. What's that function? That date something function that you saw earlier. I used it also.
Okay,
It did not work. I
wow,
used trunk date also. It did not work. So
wow.
that was why I leave it. That when we are going through the work, when we are doing the walkthrough, that I'm going to ask the question. But
Okay.
actually, there should be a way to do it in SQL
Yes, they should
without,
be.
there will be a time that you don't have to interact with pandas before you query all your database.
Yes,
Like it's going to be a fully SQL code. That
yes.
was what I want to ask. How do we do it?
Okay. Actually, to split by month, I can do it too, but um to like make month of different year dictate, that's where the issue now is. So I would need to go and check and get back here. Once I get, I will like send the query to the group.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
Yeah. So question number three is um identify top
Number
20 products by quantity.
okay, this one is by quantity now.
Yes. So identify top 20 products by quantity. So how do we go about it? So what are the things that we need?
We need product table
Product
and we
table
need
and
order
order
table.
table.
That wait, let's start. Do you start? Let's first specify the number of. You see that this variable that I'm defining, I'm defining it using capital letter.
Yes.
You know, because it's like is constant. That's why I'm using capital letter. Three, one, two, three, two, three. Okay. So select. So what are the things we want to select?
Select product name from
Select
product
product
table.
name.
Yes. Select product name. And what again?
Then you sum the quantity.
Sum of quantity. Yes. And the quantity is in which table? Others. Yeah, others table.
Order table.
Is product quantity. And then
Please, I have a question. Please, why are we summing the quantity?
because we want to get total quantity of product, total quantity of each product.
Okay.
You know, if you say top 20 products by quantity, it means that the top 20 products that have the highest quantity.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, from which table others are school, then join um product p product capital letter join product as p. Oh, we want to filter out the transactions that were also cancelled. So we need to join transaction,
Yes.
join transaction T, and then so after we've gotten everything, we need to first filter out where T dot is cancelled is equal to 0, or we
Zero.
say is not equal to 1. Yeah, where is not equal to 1. Not equal to, we can actually write it like this or we write it like this.
Yeah.
So it's still the same. It's not equal to 1. And then group by, yes, the next thing is to group by. So what are we
Group by the
grouping by?
product name.
Product name. P dot
Yes, product name.
product name. So anytime we do any form of aggregation, we need to group by the variable we did not aggregate with. So let's say for example, okay, group by and then limit. We are looking for top 20, right?
We are going to order also to get
So
the order
yes,
by, so it will not start, it will not be from
yes, yes,
descending order.
yes. Order by um
Order by that sum of quantity. But you can alias it anyway.
what
You
I
can
like,
alias it as
okay,
something.
yes, yes. So what alias should we give it? If we do not put alias, the table that will be brought out is going to be named as some o dot
You
quantity like that, and that does not look fresh. So what should we put
can
as the
say
alias?
total quantity,
Eh?
total quantity purchase.
Okay, yes. Let me shorten it. Quantity
You don't have
purchase.
purchase. Okay.
Quantity purchase. Okay.
Quantity purchase. So we are ordering by quantity purchased in descending order. And then we need to put a limit.
Limit number of products.
Yes. So number of products. So even if we define 50 above, we are going to get 50. If we define 100, we are going to get 100.
Mm-hmm.
If it's 1,000, it is up to 1,000. You are going to get it. One thing about SQL is that once the limit you set is more than the number, it will just give you the number that is available. And then, okay, so let's now run the query now. I don't want to type. Let me just go and copy. Okay. So top product top master product by underscore quantity. So you want to yes, index column is also that. So it's still correct. Okay. So I think we can run this now. So what's the key? Transaction. Need oh
Is transactions with
transaction.
S.
Yes, yes. I think it's working now. I think it's working now. But why is this flow like this? Why is it taking time? Why is this query taking long time like this?
This new one you defined under, um, Is it like you want to use another way to check?
Which one? Which one is that?
That's the with SQL like.
No, we are using
Going
pandas
to
to
embed
query the
the panda.
database.
Okay, okay,
So that's like the syntax.
okay.
But this query is taking time. Oh. See, why is it taking time like this?
It's
Oh,
not
oh, oh,
supposed to
oh.
take.
Stop, 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 stop. I know why. I know why. I know why. We put join. We did not put on cameo on
Oh, that,
go dot transaction ID is equals to t dot transaction ID.
then for product also,
That hopes. It's not stopping.
it not stop.
It will still stop on o dot product ID
Product ID is
is
equal
equals
to
to
p dot
p dot
product ID.
product ID. Okay. Yeah. Ah. Eh. No, this is going to take longer time. What's happening now? Okay. So let me run it. Hmm, continue processing. I will need to do bash out also. Open the this data frame. Product name. Then
But if you are working with SQL terminal, is there a way to visualize in SQL also?
I don't know. Unless you are using an application that can make you visualize.
Mm.
Like, I think there are some applications that can allow you to visualize. Why is it not connecting? No, it's not connecting. No. I think you have to like you have to like delete, you have to disconnect and then start the connection again.
Okay.
One time, disconnect and delete one time, and then let me run all. Let me run before. Let me just run everything. Let me run all the sets. So we need to upload data sets or cargo this thing at the top. Where is that place? Leave it. It's taking time. Okay, we are moving, we are moving, we are moving, we are moving, we are moving. Okay, we are moving, we are moving, we are moving. I think they should have gotten there now. Okay, number three. So this is number three. Top 20
Okay.
products by quantity. Okay, so paper crafts, little birdie. That's the products that was bought most. So the next question is top 20 products by revenue. This looks like the quantity. The only difference is just that, let me type it. So top 20 products by revenue. The only difference is just that here we are not just getting quantity, we are getting it by price times quantity. Control C. So I'll just copy the SQL. So yeah, instead of quantity alone, it will now be O dot quantity times O dot. So let me make price first. O dot price times O dot quantity as revenue. So I'll group it by product name. Yeah. Yep.
Order by revenue.
Revenue.
Yes. Oh, order by is order is by revenue. Okay. So let me run it. So I need to change one part there, but I'm coming. Let's see. So this part, then I should not be by revenue, not by quantity. By revenue, by revenue. So let me run it again. So here also. Okay. So these are the, no, it should be by revenue here.
Revenue. Is it not just revenue? Okay, I wrote it down.
Yes, yes. But yeah, you see this one e raised to power six means one times ten raised to power six. That means it is giving us in millions. So let's go back
Okay.
to our query and then let's divide this from here. Divided by one, two, three, 1, 2, 3 as revenue in millions. Okay. Okay, so I need to update that part. So the order by, we need to order by revenue in millions. Okay, so you can see that the revenue in millions. So it is paper crafts little birdie that is the top product. Let's see here also. It's also the product that was bought the most, like the most by quantity, and also the top by revenue. But other
Yeah.
ones are changing, like medium ceramic storage jar, popcorn holder. Ah, Top three are
Yeah,
also
this
top three. Hope you are not making any mistake like this. Why are they exactly the same? Oh, the bottoms are different.
oh yes. So it's not the same.
So are you seeing me,
It's
bro?
not the same.
I'm afraid though. It should not be like we made a mistake in our queries. So at the bottom we have jumbo bag, jumbo bag, jumbo bag. So yeah, let's see. Do you have jumbo bag here? Okay, yeah. Okay, so the next question now. What is the average quantity per purchase? Okay, welcome back. So we stopped at query number 4. So we are moving to the fifth question now. So what's the fifth question? What is the average quantity per purchase? So what's the average quantity per purchase? Okay. So yeah. You know, in our database we have two type of purchases. You know, there are some that are like we count them as orders. There are some we count them as transaction. Transaction is a group of things you are paying for together. Like if you go to supermart now, everything that is on your what's that receipt there? So is it receipt? Yes. Everything on your
Yes.
receipt is in one transaction like that. So each of those things that you bought is now an order. So each of them. So this quantity per purchase now, is it average quantity per order or average quantity per transaction? Which one should we go for?
Average quantity by transaction.
Okay, so let's go with average quantity per transaction. Okay, so let's write our query. You know, here we are just looking for a single number, right?
Yes.
Okay. So here what we are actually going to use is going to be like CTE, like common table expression. That's what we are actually going to use it. So I just want to check how it works. So let me quickly check how it works. So is it, yeah, it's called CTE, yes. It's CTE, common table expressions. So yeah,
Okay.
SQL underscore query. So we are going to first use one table. We are going to use one table to get out um what's the quantity, total number of quantities per transaction. Then we are now going to use another query. We are going to create a table that in that table we are going to get transaction ID and the quantity, total number of quantities of things that we bought from that transaction. And the second query will now like get us all the average of all those transactions. I hope you get it.
Then, so are we creating two CTU in this
No,
query?
it's just one table. It's just that we now write another query to query that table.
Okay.
Our English is too much. It now looks as if I'm rapping.
Because when I didn't get the first part where you said we'll just query it from the table, and I'm like, okay,
Okay, so we are going to create a table now. So and you know the way City usually starts is with. Okay. So the name of the table. So let's say total quantity per transaction. So let's call the table total quantity per transaction. Um, as so. Okay, so let's now write the query now. In this query now, what we want to do is we want to get each transaction ID and the total quantity. Like for example, if I bought 5 handkerchief, 3 textbooks and 1 eraser 5 plus 3 plus 1, 8. So for that transaction, I bought 8 things in total. So
Yes.
that's what you want to do. Transaction ID, total number of items bought. So you say select transaction. And the what are we looking for? Transaction ID and total. We want to get
And
quantities, Abby.
yes.
So let's look at the table. Let's see, is there need to query transaction table? Let's go first. I think everything is in order table. If you check the orders table, this is the orders table. Abi no, this is the orders table. We have order ID, transaction ID, product ID, price and quantity.
Yeah.
So we already have the two things we need in this orders table. So we may
Yeah.
not need to query anything from the transaction table, but we want to remove any transaction that is cancelled.
Okay, so you still do where is
Yes,
cancelled.
yes, yes. So we still need the transactions table. Okay. So yeah, let's say select o dot transaction ID, o dot transaction ID, comma, and then the quantity, right?
Yes.
Sum of quantity.
Quantity.
Quantity is also o dot quantity, o dot quantity. So from abi from others o, from others o, and then join transaction t. So the filter we want to filter where t dot is cancelled, where t dot is cancelled. So let's use the other type of not equals to. It's not equals to 1. Abi, shebi is not equals to 1. Abi, right? Hello, are you still?
Yeah, I'm here. We're here.
Okay. Salah, are you still here?
Yeah, I'm with you guys.
Okay. Okay. So the next thing we need to do after where, the next thing is to shebi is to group by. Abi na.
Yeah,
After
group by
group by,
the some
So
hmm,
group by.
group by the old transaction ID.
Yes, yes. O dot transaction ID. O
group
dot
by the
o dot
transaction.
transaction ID. So this table here. So we are getting transaction ID and the total quantity. So this sum, let's take it as total quantity. Total quantity. Okay. So we will now write another query to
To
query this
query
table.
that total quantity per transaction.
Yes, yes. So select, so and average, what is average? AVG.
ABG,
Yes.
Okay.
Average of,
total quantity.
let me say total quantity per transaction. So average of total quantity per transaction from, so which table are we querying now?
Total quantity per transaction.
Total quantity, this table that we
No,
just
not
defined.
this.
Total quantity per
Not
transaction.
Yes.
like that. that sum that you just that alias that you just renamed now
Yes,
is
yes.
going to be the same name with the name of the table.
Oh yes, so
Hey, 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 let me remove it. Hey, hey, let's not cause confusion. So I think it's okay now, right? Okay. So I want to be copying this part.
Is allowed.
Um, with SQL, then top products by revenue. Is it top products by revenue or average? No, it's average.
Average
average.
quantity per purchase.
Yes, average quantity per that's for purchase. So average quantity per purchase. Do we need any index column? No, we do not need any index column. I think I can even put everything on a single line. So average quantity per purchase. So let's run it. Hope there's no error. Ah, me an error 5 and 6. Unrecognized token with total quantity part. Where is it now? Unrecognized token.
From the city.
Eh?
Is it not the mistake? The error is it from the city?
So let's check again. Oh, I
F,
I put
yeah,
it.
the F string.
Okay. So let me run it now.
The F string.
Which no, I'm not referencing any variable inside. So
Okay.
the F string is not really needed. Execution field on. Ah, what's happening?
I think it's the first part though.
Wait,
We
Select transaction ID.
what's happening? What's happening? What's happening?
The on
Oh,
you did not put
okay.
on
Yeah, it didn't
the link.
join them.
so